There's a storm brewing deep in the depths of the EGL. The aliens are restless. A challenge they seek once more. Extreme Gaming League presents an event between 5 league rivals. Talent, speed, precision. Extreme Rivals 9, 31st of August at 1900 CEST.
And that is going to be tomorrow, the EGL tournament number 9. But today, we've still got 2 races to go here in F1 2020. We've got 2 races, both at Barcelona, Catalonia, in Spain. And it is 2 SRL Tier 2 for now. And later this evening, we've got 2 SRL Tier 1, and we're here with 16 drivers and 1 commentator because, well, I don't know. Well, I can't figure a reason out why people wouldn't want to commentate with me. It's an enigma, honestly. I don't know, but facts are facts, so I'm here alone. For now, maybe someone will join me. I do not know. So, let's see how this is gonna... And it is a new day, and it is a new version of Timo forgets that he's got, that he needs to unplug his wheel. Give me a second. Well, there you go. We've got it all set up. Let's have a look. So, we're at Spain, and that is a track with, I mean, it is... There's different opinions in the community as to whether it's a good track or not. I think driving it is fun, but fighting on it is like, you know, it's kind of meh. You could say. So there are a lot of people who don't like driving in Spain, and that is basically because it's really hard to follow in Sector 3 because it's hard to get a good run there. That means that... Oh, invalid lap from Julian. That means that there is going to be an issue if you want to overtake someone down the back straight. As drivers back up, that's Jonah here. I think the first one on a lap should be Ocean Chief, actually, as he heads into turn 1. Let's go for 1 lap at Spain. He goes a little bit deep into turn 2. We'll now have an interesting line. It keeps it in the middle of the road, carries a lot of speed though. You can actually take that flat on this game, which is a big improvement to last one. Now, early apex from Ocean Chief, brake at the side where the marshal post is on the right hand side. Hang it into turn 5. We're going downhill and he takes the tightest line. Now brake hard at the curb, clip a little bit on the inside and avoid the sausage on the outside to get a good acceleration through turn 9. Preferably flat. He didn't manage to do that, so not. So there is some time in this lap. He pulls to the inside a little early, and that was not the best run, but still looks like a decent lap to me as he has to thread the needle through Sector 3 of this track. And now we come towards the chicane. I think the track would be so much better if we just drove the MotoGP version of that chicane. Or we don't, so no point talking about it. Going through the final corner, and Ocean Chief coming towards the line is going to set the pace, and it's a 15.9. And I think following him is Lambert, who has, I think, won last race in Zandvoort, so he's on the front row for now. Jonah and P3 16.6, and there is one thing that's kind of the elephant in the room for racing at Barcelona in this game, and that is the fact that medium to hard is just... It's just good. Like, it's just a lot better than anything else, really. So, well, soft hard is possible, but medium hard takes the cake on that one for sure. And for that reason, it means that, of course, with the way how the tires work, you know, you have to pick your qualities if you're in the top 10, and you can pick whatever in the race if you're outside of the top 10. So the thing that results in is that no one wants to get into the top 10 on softs, because then you have to start on softs, you're forced onto soft hard, and that doesn't... Well, that's generally not advisable. Not a lot of fun you have while doing that strategy. And that's why I think everyone has put loads of sandbags on their car, and they are setting uncharacteristically slow laps. Who was off track? I think I saw someone. That's a Renault, so it's either Polarhase or Formula Chris. It's Polarhase, who was off the track. They rejoined safely after the second Ferrari of Sanix passes through. 17-1 from Sanix. So the times I would expect these drivers to be able to do are like low 15s, high 14s maybe, like 1 or 2. So the fact that that hasn't happened yet is just proof of the fact that everyone, or most people, are sandbagging. I don't know if Ocean Chief is, no offense, but his lap looked like he was trying. But then again, there were some blunders in there, and I'm sure he can go faster. Maybe we're gonna see Ocean Chief pole, who knows? Who knows? I'm getting Steam messages. I have asked people to commentate with me. I'm sorry, I need to. Yeah. Terra is leaving me alone. Sorry for the black screen, I will return shortly. It is easy game. I don't need co-commentators. I'm a strong, independent lead commentator, and I can talk for 70 minutes straight without getting bored of hearing my own voice. So I am the guy to do this job, honestly. Okay. Watch Lambert going out, and that is exactly what I expected to see here. Everyone on their first lap has done a banco, of course, and now after that rotation of laps has been completed, we've got Lambert here on medium tires. Is that... Yeah, that's fitted. Let's see. If I switch to details, yeah, this is what everyone has set their laps on, and this is what everyone is currently trying. So, Furiosus also thinks he can improve past the 59, and his recent pace would make me believe that, if I'm honest. So, that's the situation. I'm sorry, I will have to tab out a few times more to figure out how this is gonna go with the commentary, because it was last minute, like, a lot of people spontaneously couldn't make it. I spontaneously could. I thought my internet was gonna be completely dead, because there's been problems all day around Munich. Like, I disconnected multiple times in over the day, and Discord was just down. So I signed out of doing commentary, because I thought, well, I can't do it like that. And then like over the last hour, it seemed to have fixed itself. So that's the reason why I'm... Oh, Terra is here. Oh, is that happening?
I am here.
Is that happening?
Hi everyone. I'm gonna drive. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Shall I don't know. Is it worth hang on. All right. I'll be right back. Hang on a second.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, in-car commentator. That's gonna happen. I know it. I just know it. Okay. Oh no. Well, I mean, I wouldn't complain, but... So we've got Larson. Was now... Larson on 16.1. He needs to improve a little bit on that. I'm getting a response. Tipsy is telling me I'm working on GP and TT mode to make sure I beat you today. Don't try to sabotage me. Up to 14.9. Oh, that's actually quicker than me. It unironically is. That's not
49. That's a pretty good. It's a pretty good time trial.
Yeah, my fastest time is a 15, but I haven't try-harded on softs because I qualified mediums. So I don't know. I could probably beat it, but it's respectable. I'm worried about Tipsy. So what's the plan here? Tell me. Take it away.
I'm gonna stick around in here while I drive. It's gonna be hilarious. I'm looking forward to it. The question is, how do I get into a car? Do I do like... Oh, I can take control. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how this goes. It'll be a nice experiment.
This is the first, isn't it? Like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I think
Pixel has been in the channel once while driving, but okay. Now we know.
I apologize if the language. The language is gonna be fine.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you were as easily tilted as I am, then maybe the language would be a problem, but you're just, like, the calmness manifested into a person, so it's all fine.
We'll try. We'll see if I can manage to hold, like, a coherent conversation while I'm driving as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that. I'm driving out of the pits at the moment.
Do you want
so,
to
do you want
to commentate on your own hot lap?
Sure. All right, that'll be great. That'll be great.
Okay, tell me when you're in the last sector. I will.
Okay.
To you in that moment. I will also make sure that you can't focus a little bit, but you can't focus any. But so, Lamberti is now on provisional pole position, 15.5. He won last week, right? That's true, right?
I don't know why you're asking me.
Because you watched it, I assume. And
I did watch it. I did watch it, but my memory is not good enough to figure that out.
Isn't either. I know it all in the moment when I'm watching.
Oh, my teammate appears to have spun. By the way, the racing point in Exeter turn 4.
Yeah. He's round. It's in P11 on mediums. Let's actually look at the detail. He set his 16.8 on soft. So what's your tire strategy? Tell me all about it.
I'm not doing any of this medium nonsense. I want to go fast, so we're gonna try the soft hard. We'll see if it works or not. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one. I'll see if I can actually pull it off in a. I mean, there's gonna be safety cars anyway, realistically. Yeah. So like, I don't know. Yeah. But we'll see if it works or not.
Who gave Ted Kravitz a race car? What is happening here? Okay, so we're gonna watch the first in-car commentary live qualifying lap with Terra Incognita behind the steering pad. Take it away.
Behind the steering pad, down the start-finish straight, revving to over 12,000 just for the occasion. There's a car that's hopefully going to get out of the way. Well done, Mr. Furious. Thank you very much. Into turn 1, hit the apex very nicely. Hit the apex of turn 2 very nicely. It was slow, but who cares about that? You don't need to go fast anyway. Through turn 3, alright, what's the split? Let's have a look. It is a lightning 21.4. That is absolutely fantastic. Through turn 4, missed the apex, no problem at all. Into turn 5, braking, nice. Oh, I hit the apex, wow. That was good. Didn't get a great exit, but you know, we'll try. Into turn, whatever this is, 7. Don't invalidate on the exit. There's yellows in turn 9. I'm going to yeet it anyway because who cares? Through we go. Into sector 3. This is going to be, I'm 6/10 off whatever lap time that is, Justin's, I think. So, not particularly. Okay. So I have no idea how fast this is. I suspect it's going to be like a 16 of some description because it's my first lap of the day. Through the final chicane, yeah, don't bother to hit apexes, it's not necessary anyway. Through the final corner, and it is a lightning fast 1 minute 16.5. Good enough for P11. There we go. Oh, easy peasy.
So that was exactly what you must have wanted.
Perfect. Actually perfect.
I appreciate the professionalism. Thanks for giving us an insight. Okay. Amazing.
As you can see, I've really grinded the I've really grinded the practice for this one. That was a stunning lap.
It's all okay. I'm gonna my stomach hurts from laughing. It's all okay. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. Okay, so who's on the lap? Let's see. We've got yellows, but that's just Ocean getting out of the wait. Oops. That's just Nico Rosberg getting out of the way. He's sitting on a 41.0 and is therefore barely slower than Terra and sitting in P15 right now. We will see. Furiosus might be on the lap. I think he is, and he's up by 0.3 so now we'll probably bring him onto the front row, and that is on mediums, which would make him the lead medium runner for now. So let's see if he can bring that home. He's got too many corners to count to go. 3, 2, and he goes to the
I can't count that high either.
I can look at 3 and 1. Oh, okay, he improves only by a 10th and 700ths of a second. So that is behind Ocean Chief. He's still the lead medium runner. And as he pulls aside, I can look at 3 and say, okay, that's 3. But as soon as it's 4, my brain just checks out. It was 4, by the way. So he I get that. Let's see. Okay. Oh right, I forgot that. Right, I forgot that Lambert was on mediums. So never mind. Lambert is of course then the leading medium runner. Ocean Chief's still on the front row, and he's now going out on mediums. That's a little bold. I don't know if.
Well, that's a fun bug. All right, so the lap that I did on those soft tires, they were the soft tires from practice. So I have four sets of soft tires. So yeah, that's fun. Never seen that bug before.
That makes I have actually, but I don't remember when it happened. Practice sometime. It's weird though. We're gonna see what Ocean Chief is capable of doing. I don't quite know about that one, Chief. Literally. If I was him, I would probably just try and get onto pole on the softs and take the glory, because I don't know if he can improve on that. And now Nico Rosbot, his teammate, has not only stolen his helmet design, but also his his front row position for now. That is on soft. So Nico Rosbot more interested in holding track position at the front than he is in taking a different strategy. So that's it. See, that's where you can go if you improve, if you hit apexes.
If I hit apexes, yeah, I probably can go a little bit faster than a 16.5. I'm gonna stick my neck out. I did, yeah. I did a 15.6, I think, in qualifying in Tier 3. Let this McLaren through. Oh no! Oh shit! That's not the guy that's on the hot lap. Ooh, okay. That was dicey.
Yeah.
Sorry to the Renault.
We all saw that and got your live reaction. It was okay. So, yellows as the Renault goes off. That is Polarase, who is going to rejoin the track behind you, presumably to take you out and retaliation kill you.
Yep, exactly. That's almost as bad as taking the braking boards out in qualifying it ahead of another car.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous. Renaults, I know, right?
I know.
Okay. I think we're gonna give you some private time and look at other drivers. It's okay.
Okay, that's probably for the best.
No pressure. I'm obviously watching him, I'm just not telling him. It's okay. So, good weather, huh? Just kidding. So, Nico Rosbot retires from the race, qualifying session. He is apparently satisfied with his 15.2. And Lambert is on an outlap on softs? Why is that? He's prepped it so well and now he wants to go for softs. I don't know. He probably will abandon this lap run. I have no other
Yeah, he's doing it just in case, I'm sure.
Yeah, that would make sense indeed, as he goes a little bit wider, but he cuts back towards the second apex. In turn 3, he's up by 2/10. Which would suggest to me that he would be capable of doing a 14.9 or something like that if he was on softs and was actually trying. Well, we'll see now. Jonah's put it on the front row now, on mediums as well. So we've got wait, that's a 15.2 on mediums. That's actually really good. Yeah, that is on mediums. So Jonah is not gonna let Lambert run away with this on mediums. He has gotten himself into a very good position. He's on a 15.2. Lambert is up by 3/10 and 400ths of a second, coming into the final chicane. And he will probably abandon that. I imagine he's in P3 right now, but he's actually gunning for pole. No, he's not. Okay, he's abandoned it. Well, I mean...
He had us going for a while there. That was impressive. I don't know how fast that was, but it looked pretty fast. I've been beaten by Ocean Chief.
Oh,
Props to Mr. Ocean Chief. I'm in P6. I did a 15.6. It was an okay lap. There was some mistakes. But yeah, P6, Ocean Chief, just ahead.
Yeah, first of all, you accidentally used the pad, okay? And second of all, practice more. That's it.
Okay.
In career mode, that wouldn't have happened. So... Sanix is in P8, so he's also gotten himself into the top 10 on soft. There's actually a surprising amount of soft runners in the top 10. So I think the medium runners will be in a good position, and that is, of course, well, Jonah in P2, Lambert in P3, Furiosa's in P7 is in a good spot, and then outside of the top 10, we have some people who didn't make it in. Justin is in P11, so that's a decent position as well. He's done a 16 flat on medium tires, and he will probably anxiously look at the time Jonah set there. Justin, of course, is still leading the championship table, so if he wants to keep that, he needs to be a little bit quicker. He is a quick guy, but he has... I don't know, has he dropped the ball recently? I felt like he wasn't quite up there. In Zandvoort he finished P4, and the others were kind of well ahead of him, so I don't know if there's some sort of problem going on for Justin recently, but...
yeah, I'm almost a little bit suspicious about that lap from Justin, that he's sort of... He did it on medium, so maybe not, but
yeah.
I figure maybe he was sandbagging a little bit to try and get that P11, to try and get free tyre choice. I don't know. He might do something weird and start on the hards or something like that, down in P11.
Maybe, but I don't think that's worth it. Especially because it's tier 2 and, no offense, elevated chance of safety cars. So, well, you know, you're in trouble if you're on the hards at the start and then a safety car comes up because, well, you can't just pit for another set of hards. What you're gonna do?
Yeah, well, you have to stay out if that's the case.
Exactly.
If it's the first few laps, then you can do that.
good.
But yeah, there's a sweet spot of like somewhere between lap, I don't know, 6 and 14 or something like that, where you're completely screwed if a safety car comes out. It's later than 14 actually. It's more like 17 or 18.
Yeah.
Where you can't stretch the mediums. I have free tire choice. That's not right. I need to change that. That's another bug. Hang on. I'm being forced to start on the medium tires. Okay, well, I guess I'm starting on mediums. What on earth? No, hang on. All right, I can start on softs now. Yeah, okay, good. It's not letting me change that. Oh, no, it isn't. Okay, that's all right. That's a really weird bug. There's some bugs. I have two strategies to choose from. I have to pick one or the other, and if I pick one, it won't let me change the tires that I start on. So there was one that was softs, one that was mediums. I could have chosen the medium ones and started on mediums, but obviously that would be against the rules.
That is incredibly weird. I've made that joke yesterday already, but let's hope it happens in a sports race, so Codemasters cares about it.
I'm also starting on fresh soft, so that is a little bit of an advantage compared to what I would have been, I guess, had I not joined the lobby late. Sorry, everyone.
Just spin on that one and you're fine.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, yeah, I can like try and warm the tires in inverted commas, by which I mean actually try and wear the tires.
I think you don't.
So I'll do that.
You could actually spin once in the quali, but in formation now. Anyways, let's look what tires everyone has chosen outside of the top 10. Top 10 obviously just the quali choice. Oh right, yeah, I forgot to mention that Polaris has, for some reason, got a grid penalty, so he's now in P15 and he is forced to be on softs, while Justin gets to start in the top 10 on mediums. So that's fascinating, honestly. And NJJ is the only mad lad who has gone for the hards, so he will be someone to watch out for. If the safety car has come out like in the right time, then he might be in a good position. Like if it's so early that everyone else feels like they pit, and then his strategy might still be faster. But honestly, I do not expect it to be too good. Towards the end of the race, he might threaten people though. And now the start. It's a pretty long run towards turn 1. We've got the inside line for the driver in P2. Of course, in this case, that is Jonah ahead of Lambert, and behind Nico Rosbot, who has his first pole position. And I expect the softs of Nico to be able to run away at the start, but maybe Jonah can do something about that. Lambert will try and fight Jonah though for the fight, well, in the fight of being the lead medium runner. So that is something to watch out for. And Julian, I've not mentioned him before, is in P4. Where's my HUD? My HUD's gone. I can't see any. My HUD is gone.
Oh no.
We go green and... We go.
We're going now.
green in Spain, and it looks like it was a very bad start from Nico Rosberg actually, because Lambert is already sticking his nose in my timing tower is completely gone, so that's fun. We've got Jonah on the inside there, and it looks like the top three are gonna stay the same. We've got the timing tower back, so that's amazing, and round goes Sanix, and that's actually the opposite of amazing. Well, if you're rooting for Sanix. And Julian has dropped some places. Terra and Ocean are up 1 each. So Ocean Chief in P4. Terra is having a sneaky look on the inside. Looks like fun as the two Mercedes come uncomfortably close in the background. One of them even kicked up some dust there. And Justin actually with a really good start. He's gained 3 positions. He's up to P7. But up front, Nico still in the lead on his soft tires, ahead of the 2 medium runners, and he will need to make a little bit of a gap now, but Jonah, oh wow, Jonah had a very aggressive look down his inside there, and the others are in a little bit of a train already. Fake Garbage has gained a position on Inferno Koi, so nice start from him on the medium tires, getting himself up into the top 10, and Justin is already, oh, there's some mess up there, and oh, there's no space for 2. Julian goes round. He's collided with Justin. I am not in a position to make my judgment on whose fault that was. The one thing I can
yeah, I didn't see either. It happened in my mirrors. Justin being very aggressive, trying to make his way through, but not managing to do it.
Sorry to interject.
Oh, for the lead.
Yeah, fight between Jonah and Nico, and you can see how put off Nico is by that, and Lambert runs off track. He saw his chance there because Jonah obviously tried to stick his nose in. Cost him some time. So anyways, the only thing I can say about the incident was there were 2 cars, there was space for one, and someone had to go, and it was Julian, so he will have to do a recovery drive from here. He's on fresh softs. He's picked off XTXP and is now going to come through the ranks and get himself up the order.
A little bit of a gap behind me to Justin, but Justin on the medium, so he's going to reel me in very quickly. I think Furious has gone with him too, so interesting stuff from the medium runners. Yeah,
the deltas are being a little difficult as usual. Polaha's apparently a minute ahead of the guy who is actually ahead of him. That makes sense. So Fake Garbage is the first one to get a penalty. That is 2 laps in. It is, oh, he gets a big slide there actually, and I think Lambert and Jonah are gonna fight, so I have to cut away from that. Jonah is going all in on Nico Rosberg. He will try now, break him and go around the outside, and I think he can carry the speed, and he has got that done. So that was very early. He didn't hesitate much. He didn't even wait for DRS, and now he puts himself into the lead of this race, and now he can dictate the pace. But Nico Rosberg tries to get back on him. He's looking down the inside in turn 4. He catches a little bit of dirt, so he was squeezed, and Lambert is desperately trying to find an opening door, and it hasn't happened yet. Fake Garbage is dropping through the ranks, so there must have been a mistake there. He's down to P13 behind Formula Chris, who is driving in the Renault. And Polaris has gotten himself up into P9 already, which is good considering I think he started in P15.
Yep, absolutely right. Top 5, still making a little bit of a break. Justin now in DRS though, so again, that gap's going to be closed very quickly. Ocean used a lot of ERS to defend on the front straight, I can tell you, because I was using a little bit as well, but Ocean didn't want to be overtaken, and fair play to him. That's fair enough.
Yeah, he needs to collect all the needs to collect all the fame from being ahead of Terra in a league race. You gotta take your chance when it comes your way. So Ocean Chief doing that, but now I assume, are you gonna attack him? Tell me all about it.
No, I don't really have the battery. I mean, there's not a huge amount of point, and yeah, he's using a lot more battery than I was, so fair enough. We both had DRS, so I needed a lot of overspeed there to even think about making a move. So I'm just going to hold station for the time being. Lap 4 only. We still got a few laps before I need to pit on these soft tires, and I think for the next few laps, the medium runners are going to have a large advantage.
Yeah, that is very much true. And for Lambert, Polahaz is dropping down the order. I don't know what happened there. It was between turn 4 and 5. I don't know how you can get out of shape.
Oh,
there.
side by side for second.
Oh, thank you. Lambert actually makes the move before I get to go on my monologue why it's important he has not hesitated. Is Ocean sending one? No,
He
he's
was
not.
defending from me, I think, and he almost ran into the back of his teammate doing it.
Yeah, so we've got the 2 McLarens in P3 and 4, and now I assume the 2 medium runners are gonna run away a little bit as soon as the pit stops hit. And you guys are gonna get an undercut because, of course, well, fresh hards are gonna be better than the old mediums, and now you've got a really good run there, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to go for this one. Seems to make sense. Nico Rosbot is giving me a little bit of slipstream there, which is nice of him. Can't really commentate while I'm side by side.
I was only
But,
3/4 committed. Still running side by side. Ocean is still trying. Oh, he's not happy with that. He's still on the outside, and I wonder. I think it should be done now because it is turn 4, and you've got the inside, so that is you up into P4. It doesn't feel weird at all having an in-car commentator, I must say. It is quite the experience. We've got Justin, who's now getting himself stuck in this DRS train. MJJ with a penalty for multiple warnings, and yeah, Justin needs to pick you guys off one by one, and I've gone to incredible lengths to talk about how DRS trains work and what the dynamics are and how much it is terrible to try and overtake people in them, and that is exactly what Justin has got at himself right now. Formula Chris making a move on. Oh, never! Oh, what? That's the wrong Renault, but he's off track and he is facing the wall, and I don't know what happened between his teammate and Larson. But,
Oh, Nico Rosbot pitting from 3rd place already, so he's 2 stopping.
Yeah, I think so. And Lambert and Jonah trading fastest laps, and Lambert looks faster for now. He is... oh, there's a fight behind there. That is Justin on Ocean Chief, and he breaks well later into that corner, can carry the speed, gets a penalty. The Ocean Chief! No!
Oh.
He's sideways, and he catches it, and he doesn't collect anyone, which is good, but oh, that rejoin! Oh no! Ghosted car, so nothing happened, but that is Ocean down into P10. The moment of glory is over until there's looking to take that place as well, so that is Ocean into P11 and Justin into P4. Barely outside of your DRS, but I think with the superior grid he will get himself in there. Yeah, that is exactly what's happening. Here's the DRS measurement point, and now Justin will hunt after our not quite pit lane reporter terror. It's
I got a warning there for any outside of turn 9. That was my first one.
Yeah, Justin's got a full penalty already, so that is not good for him. Of course, we've got Lambert, who is really close to Jonah now, so yeah, Jonah quicker and quali, but the race... Oh wow, the race pace seems to be with the Alpha driver in this fight for the lead of the race. Lap 7 has started now, and I imagine the soft runners are gonna have like 2 laps or something more, and then all of them will come into the pits. We've got Julian, who has spun, of course, so his tire wear will not be good. Who's pitting, and NJJ is making a move. What happened? Did you... Oh,
I left my battery on by mistake. I don't know if you noticed, but yeah.
the timing tower.
So I got no battery at all now.
The
timing tower has died, is it?
Yeah, it told me that you overtook Justin. It was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, that didn't happen. Nothing happened between me and Justin. Tire up. Oh, that's going to be another warning. Come on now. Tire update. My tires are on 47% at this point in the race, which I think is pretty good. I mean, I started on fresh tires, so that's not too bad.
Got a slow Renault in turn 3. That's Polar. So his race has really gone to, you know. So, Formula Chris. Oh, there's a big, not pile up, but a big bunch of cars caught up with each other, tangled up in turn 10, and nothing. Yeah, no one spun there or anything. Actually, worth a mention.
Justin's going to overtake me.
Yeah, that looks like a routine move because he's got ERS and you don't. So that is Justin into P3, and he's 4 seconds off of the race leaders, and those are the guys he will want to fight with. And NJJ, who I was just gonna mention, picks up a penalty, and that is a shame because he's doing so well. He's on hards, which are going to be like half a second at least slower than the medium tires, And he's running in P6, he's holding up Formula Chris, and only 5 seconds adrift of Furiosus, who is a quick driver. Fake garbage with the second penalty. I think he got his first one in lap 2 and now lap 8, the second one. So he is not on track for a good result, especially also because he's in last. But, you know, it happens. We've got Ocean Chief has not managed to gain any places back, which I didn't expect him to, because those softs are going to be bad now. And
yeah, they are really struggling. I'm struggling to stay with Justin here.
it's incredible how blind I am, by the way. Has been Lambert has just cleared Jonah out of his DRS, and I only just realized, wait, they were in a different position earlier, so Lambert has actually gone for the lead while I wasn't looking. So,
Furious is going to get me here. I got no battery, so he's going to go past down the straight into turn 1.
yeah, save energy, kids. It's important, otherwise you're going to get mugged on the straight. And just like Terra or NJJ for that matter, because Formula Chris is now up into P6. There's 6 seconds off of you guys up there, but he's on mediums. Actually, you're the only one left on softs.
Wow.
Are your...
A little bit surprising. My front left is at 60% now.
I was gonna ask, is
So,
how much is the delta on tire wear between your front left and the rest of your tires?
From memory, it was about 5% when I checked. Oh, that's not how you take that guy's a penalty. Yeah. So that's my first penalty, which is no surprise on these tires. Oh, that's not the gear I want to be in. So yeah, the delta is 7%.
Okay, I personally always get like 10, so I wondered what it would be like for someone who doesn't try to actively kill their tires. So.
It might be, yeah, I've noticed, I mean, it might be a pad difference, because I've noticed that I wear the front tires much more on the pad than I do on the wheel. It might also be a game difference, so I don't know.
Well,
I'm going to go another lap anyway.
Yeah. So Furiosus and Justin are running together with each other. If the race was to end now, of course, then Justin wouldn't be on the podium because he has got a penalty and Furiosus does not. So that is that. And also another teammate fight, which we just caught the tail. Oh, someone's around that Sanix. Sanix in P17. So he has spun out of that fight in the last sector. Not the best race for him, actually. Yeah, it's going pretty poorly for him. Larsen has passed NJJ, and what I was gonna say is that I wonder how the fight between Furious and Justin will play out. I can tell that Justin's pushing really hard. His car snapped a little bit on him in that corner. Fake garbage with penalty number 3. Furiosus. Oh, he had a look there. I thought he was gonna send it, but that would have been a little bit overambitious, so better that he didn't. And a little bit of oversteer there. Do you get warnings for running onto the green AstroTurf there?
I believe you do. I'm not absolutely sure.
I won't look now because it covers the entire screen for multiple seconds as you head into the pit lane and Justin weaves a little bit. I think that's him team ordering himself past Furiosus, who looks like he has got the pace on him, and it's nice to see him returning to his old form, and now 5 seconds behind the leaders. So it's Lambert leading, of course, in the Alfa Romeo, and then 1.6 seconds to the Ferrari of Jonah, who's done a very fast time in qualifying and now can't quite keep up the pace. He has got a tire wear disadvantage. He's done 3 laps on these mediums in quali. I think Lambert has only done 1. So Jonah will have some percent more. I don't think that makes up for this pace difference here, but it is a factor for sure. Furiosus, 5.3 seconds. I'm gonna keep a watching eye on those two. And the gap between them. NJJ with another penalty. I think I've called one earlier. So
yeah, you did for sure.
Yeah, so NJJ 6 seconds, and still on hards in P7. He's gonna be a menace in the second stint, but not really with this amount of penalties. It is quite easy to get some here. It is easier than the tracks we've last raced on. Like in China, if you get one, then you are like the one guy who failed to keep it on the track usually, or like maximum half the grid will get penalties, and in Vietnam, what do you expect? There is literally no off track. Also, I forgot Zandvoort, and that is doable on track limits. There is some you can get which are pretty dumb in my opinion, like running.
Yeah, the
into
penultimate
curbs.
corner, I think,
exactly,
is the main one.
That's the one I'm thinking about. So you can get penalties at Zandvoort, but over the past races it's been more of a like an off thing, while here at Spain I expect most drivers to get like one penalty at least, and the fact that we've seen so many already, 12 laps into the race, indicates to me that that is probably right. Furiosa is closing in a little bit on Jonah, who in turn is closing in on Lambert, so that means that Furiosa is probably he's actually very likely to be the fastest car on track right now. He's gotten rid of Justin so quick. He's actually really fast. Gap between them is 2.4 seconds. Then 4.7 to Formula Chris in P5, and Larsen is in P6, 2 seconds adrift off Formula Chris, and he's still got his teammate up his rear. So that's NJJ, but he won't need to worry about NJJ because of 6 seconds of penalties. Or will NJJ? No, NJJ is too far back. You can't get past anyone here if you're not like within half a second at least. Like that's half a second is I think the furthest you can be. And we've got Sanix around another time, and is that maybe a safety car? Because he's gone off after turn 9, and I don't think that's a manual retirement. That is probably a retirement by being on a 3-wheeler. I think that is what that is. And that is a VSC. So, not quite. It's just a full course yellow. No safety car yet. That safety car would have been perfect for the medium runners, actually.
Yeah, it would. I'm very glad not to see a safety car. I want the medium runners to be doing another couple of laps on those tyres. It also gives me a chance to look after my tyres a little bit.
Yeah, you and NJJ would have been like the two guys who, and Ocean Chief would have been the ones with the biggest problems after that. But so it's just a VSC, and the front runners are not pitting. So Jonah is. So Jonah.
It's ending.
It's ending. Oh, Jonah! What? Tilda gets a drive-through for speeding on a safety car, and that looked really fast from Jonah. Wait, don't see anything. So actually, let me check because that would be big. Jonah has not gotten a penalty for speeding. I thought he sped, but that must have been really close. And I think with that VSC... oh, wait, is that Lambert? No, it's... Wait, who's that? Who's that round? It's Lambert! Lambert is spun! Lambert is spun in turn 3. How's that happened? Fake Garbage retires, and he's outside of the pit lane. It's the big nervousness for Taro once again. But Lambert has just thrown the race of this lead. Right, yeah, no. You know what I meant. Away by spinning there. I can't quite imagine how that happened, because it's usually not a place where you go around, and the yellows have vanished without Bernd Mailänder, virtual Bernd Mailänder, coming out and leading the field for a few laps. So the race stays in its order, but Jonah is 100% guaranteed to lead the race after this. He's got the advantage of, well, half pitting under VSC, and he also has got the subtle but valuable advantage of not spinning. So he's got that going for him, Jonah, and will lead the race after this. Lambert stays out for one more lap. Those tires must be getting into an interesting phase right now, and Furiosa's pits at the end of lap 14, which is right around where I would expect it, especially if you've got your teammate right behind you, because otherwise I would have to double stack laps 15 and 16. Aren't really feasible to send both of your drivers into the pit lane. So that is why he's pitting there, and he's coming out alongside Nico Rosberg, and he almost sticks his nose in there, almost gets it wrong on traction there. Those tires are not really warm yet. And did he just get passed by Julian?
I did, yeah. He's on medium tires. He's 2 stopping, so we're not really in the same race. But yeah, he managed to DRS and battery his way past me. So
that is P10 for him. He is on 7 lap old mediums. as you said, they are not gonna get him towards the end of to the end of this race. It's Aniko and XTXP. No, it's just Deltas being Deltas. The gap between Lambert and Justin is 2 seconds. I'm actually impressed that Lambert, after that spin, is still ahead of Justin. But it is going to be a net... Oh, he pits now. Polar has with a penalty. It is going to be a net P3 for Lambert, I imagine. But with his pace from the first stint, he might be able to come back at the other guys. And we could have an interesting race at our hands. Justin pits as predicted, end of lap 15. And he is actually very, well, I don't know if lucky, but he must be glad that he didn't get held there, because the Renner was right behind him. The game might have as well just decided, oh no, we're going to let the Renner pass, and then, oh no, we're going to let the AlphaTauri pass. It didn't happen, so Justin doesn't lose like an additional 3 seconds. Instead, he comes out 3 seconds behind his teammate Furious, so it's like 10, no, it's like a second he lost in that undercut, or a little bit less. Furious was driving faster than him before as well, so... strategy did make the difference between the two of them here. And Nico Rosbot is... the XTXP's Delta is very bugged, so I don't quite know about that. It's actually frozen, so I don't know what's happening between them, unless I actually actively look there like I am right now in this moment. So... he will need to get past XTXP as soon as possible. He's on a 2-stop. He's got 6 laps fresher tires. He's also presumably quicker than XTXP, I would expect. I mean, he's put it on pole after all. So this move has to be done soon, and he's almost shoving XTXP through the final sector. Now, yeah, he's not even falling off the back slightly. He's gonna get that move done almost before the DRS opens. So through he goes. Also, Jonah has passed NJJ, which was to be expected. 15 laps the difference between the tire wears on those cars. I expect there's like 40% or something. So that was to be expected. And Lambert projected, how long is a pit stop here? Like 20 seconds, I would have
It's
thought.
about 20, yeah, I would have thought so.
Yeah.
So,
Gap between Jonah and Lambert will be 9 seconds, and that's quite big. Lambert was fast in the first stint, but I don't think like half a second, and that's what he would need to go for the win in this race. So he might have just thrown himself out of contention completely by himself there. I actually don't know if it was by himself. Maybe there was someone else and he wasn't running on his own. I do not know. It happened without me watching, and Furious finally also gets past XTXP, and there was some ghosting involved. So I think XTXP's connection is just really bad, and that is why he's ghosted there. Are you displayed in 9th for you?
I am 9th, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Is something up with my deltas? Because I've lost delta on Julian in front of me.
No, that's...
I have a feeling. Okay.
It's I was just wondering because XTXP was ahead of you and T was apparently a lap down, so I thought maybe the timing tower shuffled him in there even though he's a lap down. But so I wanted to
don't
know
know.
your position. But no, it looks like it was fine. I mean, he didn't get blue flags, I think. So yeah, all good. Comes out in P12. Actually P13 behind Inferno Koi, who is in turn behind Ocean Chief, who's in P11, and will have to go to the end on those tires. They're not going to be too great to drive at the end, not going to give too much grip, but only 3.3 seconds off of the last point, because that's Larsen in P10 in the AlphaTauri you just saw at the bottom of your screen, as U-Terra close into Union? I think so.
Yeah. I just fell out of DRS a couple of laps ago, and I'm back in DRS. So that's good news for me, because I really need the purple sector too. That's always nice. I really need the boost down the straight, so it'll be nice to have that DRS. I need to charge my battery.
Yeah, you two are equal on battery. Now I'm your race engineer. That's oh, you're lagging. Yeah, you're lagging.
Probably. I mean, yeah.
You just did an ACC, okay?
Oh, okay.
I was wondering why you just completely drive off the track without making a mention of it in
oh dear.
commentary. Furiosa's, I think, picked up a warning for that, because that was 4 wheels off track if you ask me. He's closed into Nico now. It's 3 lap old hards against 12 lap old mediums. I expect the hards to outperform the mediums there. But through turn 4, Nico got a way better run, so it's not as close now. I still expect Furiosa's to go past there sooner rather than later. Actually, he's way off Jonah. Jonah gained so much with that VLC, even though it was already ending. As soon as he came into the pits, he still must have gained loads of time, because if I change the gaps to leader, then we see 21 seconds and 10, so it's a 12-second gap. Oh, goodbye. Well, that's unlucky. I was gonna say he's 12 seconds off of Jonah, and actually not in the projected P2 anymore. But yeah, also Lambert is an absolute mad lad, and I don't think he's tried his strategy before, because he's just gone for fresh softs, and I don't think that works.
Fresh softs, 15 laps. Yeah, that's very optimistic.
Yeah, I would even, I don't know, delusional is maybe the wrong word, but that's very brave. Maybe a little bit too brave for his own good, if you ask me. Well, we will see.
I mean, that surely has to just be a mistake, like he's put the wrong tires on.
No, it's not. He stretched the mediums 20 laps. I don't think he would have done that had he planned to go for hards. So yeah, I think that's actually what he was gonna do. Maybe thought after his spin that's the only thing that can keep him in the race, but you know, I mean, just because you break a leg, doesn't mean you need to shoot yourself.
Yeah, no. Oof.
Huh?
I just had a big lag moment. I don't know if that was the cause of your
Oh no. Oh. I actually don't know why I said it, but that's okay. So now what I expect to happen in this race is Jonah will, well, I mean, he's 8 seconds up the road from Lambert now, and he's got he's got slightly worn hard tires. Lambert will pick up the fastest lap, I'm sure. Yeah, he's in the pit lane, so I'm sure Lambert will set the fastest lap, because he's the only one on softs. He is a quick driver, and those tires are just going to be way faster than anyone else. My deltas are completely gone. Julian is coming out behind Inferno Koi as well, just like XTXP, and he's going to go to the end on medium tires. The spin he had in collision with Justin really threw him off. Didn't really recover from that. Yeah, Delta's slowly coming back. That's good. I actually hope he is German, because otherwise I'm making a fool of myself forcefully pronouncing his name German. Oh, Terra's gone. Well, you know, that's that. Can't have a commentator in Detroit. It's incredibly unlucky. There he goes. It's probably better that he doesn't stream.
Migrating host.
You're disconnected.
I think I'm that. Yeah, I'm disconnected now. Oh, that's a shame. Let me see if I can rejoin.
And Lambert, as predicted, sets the fastest lap, and he's gained 1.8 seconds on Jonah. With that, that's a little bit more than I expected, and the way I see this playing out is he might come up to the back of Jonah. I think like for 4 or 5 laps those tires will be way faster, but then as he comes into touching distance, I think he might hang on to the DRS for a little bit, but then his tires are just gonna say goodbye and absolutely die. So I don't think Lambert has picked a winning strategy here. I think he might actually need to make sure that he doesn't get a tire blowout, because that's what I see happening here. I personally, well, I think like 11 laps or something are fine. He needs to take him 13. He might be fine, but they're not going to be fun to drive. If I look back at the first stint, of course we've got, we had the situation that after only 3 laps or something, the mediums were already faster than the softs, and I imagine the hards will do after like 6 laps or something.
I'm back in the car, by the way.
Good.
I think I lost about 7 seconds overall.
Still
and I'm with NJJ and Larson now.
Technically ahead of NJJ, but also technically behind Larson, if I've got my penalties right in my head.
Okay.
So, still a decent drive, considering you're doing the epic multitask. On this
Yeah,
lap, Lambert, yeah.
I was just gonna say, I don't know. It is so difficult to like string a coherent sentence together while you're actually trying to drive, because like just the amount of like mental multitasking you have to do there is just is really difficult. I don't know. I'm not sure this is a model for future commentaries, put it that way.
Oh, I'm sure it is not. That's Justin! No, wait, that's
Oh,
Furiosa.
crashed.
Furiosa's is gone.
And one.
Yeah, Furiosa's is
I
gone.
don't know who it was. Yeah, I don't know who it was. I've gained a place though, so it was somebody in the top 4 or 5.
He's lagged out completely though, because he's been last for me. You're lagging again, by the way, so warning, there might be something coming your way.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah. Yeah, Lambert's massive storm towards Jonah has already kinda come to a halt. I think he's gonna get stuck at like 4 seconds of the, and it's gonna stay there, so yeah, weird strategy call. And the thing with talking in the cockpit, I think I used to be very good at it. Like I used to be able to talk all the time while driving, which totally never annoyed anyone. And no try.
Yeah, you could do it really well. It's I mean, I don't know. It's a little bit different from doing it.
From doing commentary, no.
Just sort of talking randomly from trying to do commentary. Yeah, that's it is a different thing. But yeah, certainly I'm sure some people can do it. Those people are immensely talented.
I was gonna say I can talk about a lot of random topics while driving, and I can cause Triton to crash in Mascari by doing that, or I can cause Triton to crash in Spoon while doing that, because that's my fault, in case you didn't know. Anyways, I'm not salty, you're salty. So I think my capabilities in that have actually gone down recently though, because I feel like I have I've started driving more consciously. Like I used to just like drive, you know, just like, you know, do something.
Yeah. If you're using more of your brain to do more of the driving stuff, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I've noticed that since I've done that, and since I've had like my little performance spike, which has like basically been Abu Dhabi, since then I'm not really capable of talking as much anymore. And like I get into situations where I just cut out in the middle of the sentence because I really need to focus for that. So I think it's that thing. If you were just like driving along on the track now, and like not really care about anything, then you could probably do it better. But as soon as you actively like consciously drive and think about every braking point and every turning point, then it gets a lot harder. So
yeah, it certainly does.
So up front, I predicted Lambert would get stuck between like 3 and 4 seconds. He's not gotten stuck yet. It's 3.2 now. He's still going strong, but there's also 7 laps to go, and then it won't be about. Well, it won't be a matter of him going strong. It will be a matter of his tires going strong, and I don't know about that, Chief. I think that won't happen. But thinking about that, actually. I mean, I'm being very pessimistic about Lambert's strategy here. I wonder though if, well, I don't think he can go for the race win, but I wonder if he's gonna stay in P2. Justin is 8 seconds behind him. Justin has penalty, so I think he will stay there. Julian just got a penalty. Where is he actually? Yeah, he's in P10 on mediums. Yeah, he and Nico pitted for mediums, so they are now in P9 and 10. I imagine, we're gonna see Nico pass his teammate Ocean Chief. Why are they running the same helmet? It's the same helmet. Why?
It's not the green helmet, is it?
No, it's the black one with the yellow stripes. The one that everyone says, nice Nico Hulkenberg helmet, and then Ocean Chief gets mad and tells you about this one Isle of Man TT driver no one has ever heard of. I'm sorry, Chief, you have heard of him. So yeah, Nico now going for a move, and that's going to be a routine one, because no defense on the side of Ocean Chief, no point really in defending. Those hearts are not giving him any grip anymore. Now Nico will have to close in to Larsen. He's on 3 lap old mediums, Larsen 9 lap old hards, and up ahead it's you on the 14 lap old hard. So I wonder if he's going to be able to threaten you. I don't know if he's got.
I would have thought so, but yeah. Yeah, on the mediums, I I'm pretty sure he's a lot faster than me, so 5 seconds is going to disappear, I think, well before, 8 laps are up.
Punahaza with another penalty is running down in P14, so I don't reckon he will care too much, honestly. Julian is now behind Ocean Chief, and I imagine he's going to be the second one to make the move. Larsen is all over your rear as well, so that's that. And oh, what happened? Oh,
Was there more lag? Yeah, he's been about 1.2 behind for the last lap or so. I'm just barely keeping him out of DRS. So yeah, it might just be the lag. If it gets too bad, then maybe I shouldn't be racing for the last few laps. Oh my goodness me, did anyone see that? I hope they didn't.
no, they didn't.
I very nearly lost it in turn 2, so now he's back in DRS again.
You can send a DM to Julian saying thank you for taking Ocean Chief. You saved my face. It's okay. So yeah, that happened, and he is behind Nico. So you've got 2 drivers actually coming towards you, and that is Nico and Julian. On the 2 stops, they are the 2 stop drivers. NJJ is in such a good position as well, and we've lost someone. That's Renault. I imagine that's probably... Oh, wait, no? Oh, yeah, it was Pudahaza, who's pitting again, and I think he's putting softs on while speeding in the pit lane. Brilliant. So, yeah, he's retired. That's in the pit lane. So, nothing is gonna come of that. And, yeah, you need to tell me when something happens with you, because your lag makes it so I continuously think that Larsen passes you.
Oh dear. Well, I hope it's okay for Larsen, because if that's the case, then it might be that he is seeing me and seeing my disconnected car or whatever. Hopefully not. Yeah.
And I was wrong about Lambert. He's still going fast. He is 1.8 behind Jonah. I do have a co-commentator, but I'm not gonna bother him with checking penalties, even though that's like what a normal co-commentator should do. Mumble. So, yeah, 2 warnings for Lambert and none at all for Jonah. So, even that is in Jonah's favor, though I don't expect Lambert to pick one up now. He must be aware of the threat. On the other hand, he has nothing to lose, so he might as well push hard. 1.8 seconds, and I wonder if it's gonna balance out there. He can't hope for penalties because the 0 warnings on Jonah are gonna make that a thing of, well, they're gonna make it impossible, honestly.
I might have got Larsen out of DRS again. That's a nice surprise.
That's what it looks like. Gap up front, 1.8 still, and it has been for half a lap. So maybe they finally found the crossover point where Jonah is faster than, or as fast as Lambert. If you look behind them, you've got Justin in P3, and he is absolutely nowhere compared to them. I mean, he's in no man's land, because the gap from P2 to P4 is 20 seconds, and then you've got that one lonely Mercedes there. But it will still be a podium. I was talking about how his weekends haven't been going too well recently, but with a P3, I'm sure he'd be happy. And yeah, and Lambert is struggling for grip now. You can tell that, and I can't change camera anymore. Why is that a thing? Hello?
Oh dear.
No more onboards. Let me actually check if my C key is broken. No, it's still working. Why can't I change camera? Okay, well, no more onboards. It's a shame. I don't know why. And it seems like he's found a 10th there. It's actually quite sad because someone's looped it, but that's just Furiosa's once again. He's pushing so much, knowing that he has nothing to achieve and also nothing to lose. So might as well just do the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, poor guy. He was on for a really good result.
Ocean gets a penalty. I think that's his first one, but with the gap behind him. Oh, is Furiosa's round again? I think so, yeah. With the gap, he's just let the leaders past. Gap behind Ocean Chief to Inferno is more than 3 seconds, so he should be fine and set for that lovely P10. Shame he couldn't get more, he spun early on. I don't quite remember who it was he tangled with. But
I don't remember either. It was somebody up front, but yeah, side by side in the
turn 2, yeah, turn 3, yeah.
first few corners. Justin, wasn't it? He was on the inside of Justin, I think, because he was just behind me.
Maybe, yeah. But Justin would... I mean, Justin's had... If that is true, I'm just gonna assume it was Justin now, even though I don't know, so... Oh, Furious is retired in the pit lane. Well, who could have seen that coming? And Julian has got internet problems. That's, I'm just gonna... assume that... Yeah, I mean, he's dropped off the back of Nico heavily. That's 3.7 seconds. So, Ocean...
Nico all over the back of Larson very soon as well. He's on the much better tyres, and I'm trying to get away from that gap.
Well, the fight for
or
the
from
win
that
is over now.
fight.
Fight for the win is over now because Lambert has got a penalty. So Jonah is safe up there, and Julian getting back into the lobby. P9, and he's got Ocean Chief all over his back. And will now... Well, he has just been forced into a fighting situation. I think he's back in the car. Car looks solid to me. Is it? So, no, it's still ghosted. So Ocean goes for the move and drives straight through him. And now he's back, and he will have to... He's just been gifted the opportunity to fight for P9 again. I'm sure he would have... if he got to choose, he wouldn't have picked that, but he doesn't get to, so it doesn't matter, and he will probably get past Ocean soon enough. I have no deltas once again, so that is absolutely amazing. Let's have a look how close it is between Nico and Larson. Might actually
It's very close.
Yeah, might happen this lap. I could tell you all about the interval, but I unfortunately don't have onboards or intervals, so that's not happening.
It's 2:10, and yeah, he's just going to DRS past, I'm pretty sure. Larson with no DRS, so through goes Nico into P7.
Yeah. What's your plan to defend this?
Go as fast as I can.
Huh. I hadn't considered that before.
That's
Maybe
that's the plan. I've got a
we'll never find out.
little bit of battery, so I don't know. It's going to be a tight one though.
You're cutting out like 50%, but yeah, maybe the fact that I haven't ever considered going fast is the reason why I haven't been runner-up in 2S 3 times. So it's unlucky. We can't look in front of NJJ unfortunately because there are no onboards. I can actually get on board. I can get onboards.
Got to try and keep him at a DRS here.
Yeah, is that the only fight we've got going on right now? Lambert, actually really impressive. Medium soft, my god. Must have been absolutely tire saving, living crap out of those tires. It's yeah, incredible. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I thought that was just suicide, but turns out it wasn't. And we come towards the main straight for the final time, actually, and it looks like you're safe because it's 1.6 seconds.
Yeah, I just did an 18.4 on the hard tires, which I'm very pleased with. That's a really good lap.
That's what I was doing on the last laps in rapid races. It's really good.
Front left is at 63%, so
Yeah.
I'm fine on tires.
Yep. Formula Chris could actually pass NJJ. I think he will get P4 anyways because of the penalties of NJJ. So I don't think he needs to make the move. Oh, speaking of which, oh wait, oh Julian, Julian, I don't know, is round. So I don't get to watch Jonah as he finishes the race, and the gap at the end is 6.2 after penalty. So Jonah wins this race, pretty dominant. He has he's done a really good lap in quali. He has had a good strategy. He's made the right call with the safety car, and then he is also not spun, so he gets to run away with this race and win it ahead of Lambert. And then Justin, last up of the podium, a good bit off Formula Chris, good result, and everything's shuffled around. Formula Chris 4th, Larson in the end comes out on top of that fight, so he's in 5th. Nico Rosberg in 6th. Our commentator number 2, Mr. Terrors in P7. And JJ.
I'm in P7. How many penalties did Nico Rosberg have?
I do not know.
Because, well, the game's bugged out for me. It showed me 3rd. I definitely wasn't 3rd.
Yeah, you said.
Okay. Because, yeah, if Nico Rosberg didn't... The only way that makes sense is if Nico Rosberg didn't have a penalty, because I'm pretty sure I had 3 seconds. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he didn't know. In which case, a good drive.
Finally out of the car. It's like normal. Do you want to do the interviews?
Do I want to do the interviews? Probably not. I don't know how people's races went, honestly. I only saw my race.
That's why you ask him. I don't...
That's why you ask.
Do you think I remember anything about this race? It happened like... It literally happened like 1 minute ago. You think that's still in my memory?
Okay, I think I got the bug where my timings were wrong. I think I was P6. I'm not sure though, because Nico Rosberg had 3 seconds as well, and I finished 2 seconds ahead of him. So I think that's a bug, but not exactly sure.
Yeah, we'll see about that. So that's the race, and really impressive performance by Jonah. I have to look at the championship table later on, and now I'm wondering for driver of the day. I mean, Jonah was really impressive. Lambert made the mistake, unfortunately. Justin came from P10 to P3, and Formula Chris from P17 to P4. They are not making it easy for me. I don't know.
Yeah, there's certainly some candidates.
It's terrible. I think I would give it to one of those two, but I don't know who.
Yeah, I mean, Formula Chris really starts 17th. If he did, that's a really good drive.
I mean, that was last to P4, so.
Yeah. I mean, I could go with that. He didn't get a penalty, which is really good. Yeah, that seems pretty good to me.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Thank you for your help. So we've got Formula Chris as our driver of the day, Justin with an honorable mention. That was the Spanish Grand Prix, and I really need to go AFK for like 1 minute. Okay, I'm sorry, my throat is completely sore. I long for water. It's I can't. I
think you should drink water if you need to. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I mean you did a good like 90-something% of that commentary. So
I talked for 70 minutes.
Props to Beamer. Yeah, absolutely. Props to Beamer for that. Yeah. It's not easy to do a commentary by yourself. So yeah, absolutely go and get yourself some water.
It's a desert.
Sorry, go on.
If the interviews are gonna be like 15 or 20 minutes and I can't drink in that time, that's gonna be uncomfortable. So
yeah.
Bear with me. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm an absolute genius. I'm gonna play the EGL teaser in the meantime. That's.
Oh, there you go. All right, I don't have to talk then. That's good.
There's a storm brewing deep in the depths of the EGL. The aliens are restless. A challenge they seek once more. Extreme Gaming League presents an event between 5 league rivals. Talent, speed, precision. Extreme Rivals 9, 31st of August at 1900 CEST.
we're back from the break, and by we I mean myself. And let's see who we can interview. Let's see. Okay.
I'm chatting with Ocean, who says that a couple of times my desync car got in his way, which I'm hoping that wasn't a problem for too many more people, but I suspect it might have been.
That's unlucky.
So apologies if that was the case.
Okay. Oh wow. You know why they didn't send me help in the commentators channel?
Why is
Because
that?
they saw you were in there with me, so I thought it was fine.
Well, I checked with Bance to see if it was okay before I came in properly. So yeah, I mean, I don't think I was very much help in the commentary at all. It was
Fun.
it's
okay.
much too difficult to do. It was fun. It was a fun experiment, but yeah, I don't I don't anticipate doing it again.
Yeah,
It
I
is,
think
it is
that's
hard
a
work.
one-off, but you know, now we know. I mean, it's been a meme so often. Every time there's like the big Sunday evening moment, and like, wait, who's gonna commentate actually? And like every time someone suggests I can do in-car commentary, ha ha ha, that's so funny. But we actually did it, and now you know how it is.
Yeah,
So
it ain't good.
so we just killed that joke forever, and I think alone for that was worth it. Okay, let's go to the interviews. We have got 3 people in there, and I think we're gonna start off with our race winner. Let's hope he is not throwing insults around right now, because I'm gonna drag him into the channel. It is Mr. Jonah, who is now joining us in the interviews channel. Hello, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello.
He is. Wow, that was actually a really commanding drive, especially that quality time was really good. Were you surprised at your pace? I mean, 15.2 on mediums. I was seriously impressed. Did you expect that?
Do you want the truth?
Oh, sure.
I backed out of the last sector because I didn't want to cut again. Because my first one I cut in the last sector, and with a really good last sector, I probably could have gotten a sub 15. But I wanted to get a lap time in because otherwise I would have been starting, I don't know, 14th or 15th.
Yeah, that starting position certainly was
Yeah.
really important. And the first thing you were fighting quite a lot with Lambert, and I think Nico Rosbot. Was it difficult navigating that at all? I mean, Lambert's pace was really good.
Yeah, Lambert's pace was really good, and I mean, the problem with my setup is that I have really high wings, so I can't really defend on the straight. I tried my best and basically used all of my ERS, but and then I saw Lambert doesn't have, has a lot of ERS left, so I just let him pass and tried to stay with 1 second, but then I outbraked myself, and yeah, that didn't work, and I just tried to stay with him till the VSC basically.
Yeah, and when the VSC happened, do you think you gained like time through that? Because it was, I don't quite know what the situation was, but as you went in, I was informed that it was ending. So did you actually have an advantage from that?
I don't think it was a big advantage. If it was one, maybe like half a second or a second. But I told myself I'm gonna do the opposite to what Lambert does in that lap. So if he would have went in, I probably would have stayed out a bit. I actually thought he's gonna go medium hards as well. I didn't expect him to manage the softs for 13 laps or something. That's insane.
Yeah, were you like towards the end of the race when you saw? Hold on, wait, he's still not pit. Oh my God, he's on softs. What's going on? Did you think? Were you worried for your win, or did you think no? Surely his tires are gonna die.
I knew that he managed to do 20 laps on the medium, so I knew he's gonna go for the end. I don't know if he would make it, but I had a big enough gap because he spun, as he told me, in the first corner or something. Yeah. So I just basically cruised until he catch me, until he was within 3 seconds, and then I started to push because I just wanted to cruise and not pick up any penalties or anything like that. So yeah, I knew that his tires would drop off eventually, and I just needed to manage my fuel a bit, save a bit of ERS so I could fend him off in case he comes close. But yeah, then he got his penalty and it was fine.
Yeah, you take 25 points home from today, so you're gonna sit at 69 points if I'm correct, which is
Oh, nice.
I I knew that was coming as soon as I did the maths, and as soon as I said it out loud, I knew there was gonna be a
All
comment.
right, I'm not gonna race anymore. Sorry, guys.
Oh, well, that kind of kills the question, but the question would have been, of course, how you feel about the coming races. We're going to two very dreaded street circuits. We've got Monaco and Azerbaijan there, and you're gonna take P2 in the championship with that, and that means you are the leading driver in the hunt for Justin, who's got a little bit of a gap, but seems like he's not quite up to the pace of you in the recent races. So what's your perspective on the next races?
I mean, Monaco is all about qualifying. If I fuck up qualifying, I'm probably have no shot at the win. You need to have a good qualifying, so I'm probably gonna concentrate on that as well. With in terms of practice, so you can basically be one slower and still win because you can just fend them off on the straights. So it's all about qualifying in Monaco and Bahrain. Azerbaijan is just about how do you say it? Consistent driving and not hit your front wing at the wall or something. So we'll see. It requires a lot of skill for sure. But
yeah, it's going to be really tough on the drivers the next 2 weeks. I mean, both tracks, you make one mistake, you're in the wall. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Congratulations on your victory today, and
thank you.
Thanks for joining us. So see you next week.
Yes, thank you for commentating. Goodbye.
Pleasure's mine. Okay, so that was John. We've got 2 more to go. Let's bring in Sanix or Justin. Let's go with Justin. Hello, Mr. Justin. You are here in the commentary booth for the interview. So yeah, I mean you qualified in P11, I think, if I'm right, and then you got moved up because of the grid penalty. Was that did you intentionally try to get yourself out of the top 10, and what was like the approach to qualifying? How did it play out?
We'll say it was intentional for me to qualify outside the top 10, and I totally didn't want to place high up on the mediums. We'll say that. But no, my original strategy was to try and get as high up with the mediums. It didn't go well, but I got lucky being placed up one position higher, and for some reason I was given fresh mediums rather than my quality mediums, so it helped me out towards the start, I guess.
Because the Parc Fermé doesn't... I mean, you qualified 11th. You just got moved up into the grid, so it doesn't count. Polar had to start on worn softs from P15. So that was unlucky. Well, and then during the race, I don't think I got much of you on the camera. So like at some point I realized, wait, Justin's actually in P3. I don't like fill us in. How did you get there? Was it the strategy? Did you just suddenly like really find the pace and put the hammer down in the race? What happened?
Well, for some reason, at least around this track, qualifying is bad. First stint on mediums is bad, and then when it comes to the hards, I just turn into a speed machine. For some reason, hards and my driving style really suits. I don't know. It's weird, but every time I'm on hards, I'm always quicker. But also got a good start. I think after turn 1, instead of being P10, I was like 6th or something, and I just slowly made my way up. Unfortunately, my teammate disconnected, and he was in a really good position for P3, so really I'm kind of lucky I was P3 in the end. It would have been a P4 because he was quicker than me, and I let him by and just tried dragging along, but I did a mistake, and that cost me that. But it was a meh race. Towards like lap 20 onwards, it was just me trying to extend the gap to P4 because I had 6 seconds, he had none, so that's pretty much my race.
Yeah, so you were in quite the gap there, but in the end, I mean, P3 must be at least decent damage limitation after qualifying, but it's still like a really nice result. So
yeah,
I mean, you're still in the lead in the championship, and I've asked Jonah the same question, and so how do you feel about the next 2 tracks? It's Monaco into Baku, so like it is probably going to be chaos, and How confident are you you're gonna survive that chaos?
Well, in Monaco, I have good memories from Monaco. Last year, my first ever league race win was in Monaco. So I'm hoping to maybe bring what I did last year into next week. Um, if not, try and aim for another top 10 finish. That's really, or top 5 finish. That's really been my goal. And so far, I've achieved that every single race, always P5. But Baku, though, I don't know. I don't really like Baku, to be honest. It's mainly just boat tracks, like trying to survive in the tier 2 hell or whatever. But well, yeah.
Last season was fun. I didn't know if you were. No, wait, was that 2 seasons ago? The the one where only 3 drivers survived lap 1 properly.
Oh no, I don't.
No,
I
that
don't
was
know.
2 seasons ago. I commentated that with Tipsy. That was absolutely incredible. So, I mean, Baku is always a little bit. It's like opening
Yeah.
Pandora's box in tier 2. You
Yeah.
never know what's gonna happen, but it's probably gonna be chaos. So, yeah, thanks for joining us. Congrats on your podium, and yeah, have a nice evening.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, so that was Justin. We've got one to go. It is the certified investor who you should never give all your money, otherwise you are going to be poor. Let's talk to him. I hope he's okay. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Sanix.
Hello, I'm okay.
You left a lot of car parts on the wall. Tell us about it from your perspective.
No comment.
Okay.
I want to keep my aerial department in good state.
So your teammate won the race. Why was he faster than you today?
Well, no comment.
Okay.
No, dude, I just want to say, Codemasters, trash game. I swear to God, turn 9, I went off. You know, spun like you do.
Oh, was it the barrier?
Oh yeah, I slid by the barrier for like half the track. I checked my damage while sliding. I was like, oh, no wing damage, and then my wheel just pops off. I didn't touch anything. I have it clipped.
I was thinking...
You didn't touch anything except the wall.
No. I didn't.
You didn't.
Well,
No,
I
didn't.
think I know what Bucky means. I've seen that.
Yeah. Sometimes it pops off like late, but yeah, it means that there's it's some sort of weird like lag thing, but yeah, it's because you hit the wall.
Terror destroys our interview guest with facts and logic. There you go.
No. Well, the game is bad. The game is bad, guys.
Well, I think the reason the bug is in is because they have their system to displace barriers, so it looks more realistic when you crash into them. But in the past games, it always meant that at some point there was going to be a wobbly barrier in the middle of the track. So I think that's their new thing. So instead now the barrier wobbles in place. And I was wondering, because after you crashed, I saw, wait, he's so far down the main straight. How is he retired there? He must have gone so far. And I couldn't explain it to myself, but that explains it actually.
So you know how the wall is like the first part, which is a bit out, and then the second part, which is like further back. I hit the first one from like it just scraped it because I just slammed the brakes, scraped through it. I was just going on the gravel, just sliding along. I had time to check if I had damage during that, and then I'm just sliding. At some point, the wheel just says. And I'm like, what the? Like, what?
Nice catch.
Also, no. Don't quote me on this, but Baku, I'm getting a podium.
Okay.
It's one of my best tracks. At least it was last year.
I will totally not quote you on that. Let me quickly write it down.
Okay, good to know. Taking notes.
Yeah.
Tara, how was your race?
It was fun. I disconnected halfway through it, so I lost a bunch of seconds because of that.
It's
I had a side-by-side with Ocean Chief, which I sort of commentated on live on stream, which is, I'm pretty sure, an EGL first. So there you go. That was fun. But yeah, it was fine. I did the soft hard. My tires didn't die. I finished, I think, P6 probably. But yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, why don't I just interview Tara? But I mean,
yeah, I mean, I just like to say, like, I mean, congrats to Jonah, no bias, of course. And also, I mean, how did Lambert do that many laps on soft? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Was it 14 laps?
He put it lap 20.
13 laps.
13 something like that.
13, yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for interviewing me. By the way, anyone in chat, if you want to come to 2S Casino, I can double your money. Yeah, that's about it.
So that's him. He's
Yeah,
also,
goodbye.
I think he's also gonna branch out into Bitcoin soon or something else. Like,
Oh,
go-
I already have that. You can, just, yeah, goodbye.
Okay, that was Sanix.
Yeah.
So now, if you didn't know, now you know. Thanks everyone for watching, and we have got Tour Sorel Tier 1 coming up in 25 minutes, and that's gonna have me on track, and I'm really, really good at driving games, so that's gonna be loads of fun. Okay.
Formula Chris asking if you're going to do driving commentary in Tier 1.
I don't think that will happen, but you know.
No, it's going to be me and Hagrid doing commentary.
Yeah.
So yeah, should be fun.
Yeah, so we get to compete on totally equal grounds. Who's the better commentator driver? Surely nothing to do with the pad. That's okay. Well, okay. So
Lol.
thanks for sticking around, and see you hopefully in 25 minutes. Goodbye.
Bye bye.